Hi there, this is Karen Whiting and I'm happy to be here. I just want to show you my new book, 52 Weekly Devotions for Families Called to Serve. And today is the day this book is releasing with all its beautiful artwork inside of it. Let me find a really cute page. I'll look at, see the little girl swinging. They're just really happy characters in this book. So that's always a nice little thing. Here's another little boy with his balloon. And it's Families Called to Serve because I'm really focusing on a couple things. One is to help your child have a servant heart, to think about others, have compassion for people. And the other is for all of us to think about people who are called to serve, as well as the families that are called to serve. Their lifestyle's a little bit different. When there's danger, even now on hurricane watch, the firefighters, the EMTs, the law enforcement officers are all on alert. They may have to be away from home while hurricane force winds come through an area, and they're on call. And life is different. They may have to leave a birthday party because of a call, all those things. So I want children not only to think about the glory of being a firefighter, law enforcement, military, missionary, any of those things, but to also think and understand what the commitment means for them to join into that. And one of the things that's really simple that you can do for showing compassion and caring is to teach your children just to make little gift cards, okay? So this is just a card where I have one paper on top of another. There's a stamp on top of this little piece that's cut out and another stamp over here that a child can color in. And there's some fun things that you can do with making cards. So you can just take your paper, fold it in half, and this is half a sheet of cardstock, and then you can take a triangle of colored paper and put that on. Let me make sure I can line that up backwards. It's always fun to do these things in a slightly different way. It needs a little bit more here. Nice thing with double-sided tape, I can usually have time to rearrange things if I need to. So that's on here. Now I only had the tape on two sides, this side and that. So this part is open. But I'm going to make it more fun. I'm going to take another piece and I'm going to crisscross it at the bottom. I'm going to tape it across like this. And now I have a little open spot in here. And you could take, just another piece that you can make it in, cut it out in any shape you want that has a long stick to it. And you can stick that inside there. You could stick, and that says thank you on the stamp. I don't know if you can really see that. Thank you. But you could put stickers in there. If you really wanted to thank somebody in a special way, you could even add in a gift card. Just make sure you press all those edges where you had the double-sided tape on so it'll stay down. You can decorate and put more things here. And inside you can write a nice little note, or you can use more stickers and stamps and other things to put something in. You can also, on a small card, just cut one shape of paper on top of another. Cut out another shape where I have a stamp, and this is for get well, or maybe if I just have compassion for you. It actually has a spider and says eek. So I know I did it on pink. If you do it on a different color, boys might enjoy that on orange or something. And I'm just going to stick that on top of my other paper here. And that finishes up one little card. Again, you just have to press to make sure everything sticks on very nicely. But these are such simple little get well cards you can make with children when you're teaching them to think about other people, to notice if someone needs a little cheering up, so you want to send them a little eeks, get well soon, or eeks, hope you feel better, or hope things get better for you, or sorry that you had a bad day, whatever you want to say on there. And that's just a simple way to teach them to use some words, to express compassion, to use some thanks for them. Oh, and Sarah said she hopes my book is successful and the storm doesn't do much damage. What a combination. I know. Isn't it crazy? But I have great storm shutters and I have a brand new roof. Why do I have a new roof? Because I had hail damage in the spring. I'm not sure I know many people who have had more natural disasters than myself. Beverly Jones, love you back too. Oh, I'm glad you're loving the book. But I have had a couple of hurricanes already struck different houses I've lived in. I had a major hurricane go down the street in Connecticut. I had Hurricane Andrew do $99,000 of damage in Miami. I had a hurricane come here, Hurricane Irma, that just had a tornado in it, and the tornado tipped the top of my roof, and I had to have it repaired. Now I had it replaced. I had electrical problems with lightning striking my house in Connecticut twice, the house I had in Miami twice. I had spontaneous combustible fire in Connecticut and another one in Miami. So, and I had an earthquake in Maryland, although it didn't do any damage. So I'm kind of a pro at staying calm during storms and during natural disasters. It's just kind of crazy. And thanks everyone, Lori Hinson. I just saw you last week, and other people for wishing me a successful book launch. But really, I just love this book, Families, 52 Weekly Devotions for Families Called to Serve. I always want to help families thrive. And in particular, because my grandfather was fire chief in my hometown for 40 years, my dad served in World War II, my son and son-in-law served Air Force, Army, my husband served in the Coast Guard 22 years, my cousin is an emergency room nurse, my mother was a nurse, my daughter is the lead case manager for Hurricane Irma recovery in the Keys. I've had so many people who have worked in the field. My grandmother's cousin was a missionary in Peru for many, many years. I've had people serving on the front lines in so many ways. I understand that what they do is such a commitment, such a sacrifice to make our lives better, to bring peace and calm to our lives and help us when we are in trouble, that the stories in here are just wonderful. And once a week, I may be reading a story or showing you another craft from this book, usually on Thursdays. But today is September 1, it's release day, and I don't know how much electricity I'll have by the end of the week. I think we're not going to be hit as bad as we might have been. Oh, thanks, Don, and other people for saying congratulations. And Ava Pennington said, I'm still smiling after all those natural disasters, that I'm a natural encourager, and we do need to encourage people. You know what? Never lost a life in any of those storms, any of those natural disasters. But Ava may get hit worse than me because she's a little bit further south. We don't know where it's going to go. We're hoping it not only skirts the coast, but that it really turns more and goes out to sea. It's, oh, my cousin Robert's on, hi, and Mary, hi. And so with all of that happening, if the hurricane does go out to sea, that would be so great, because we don't want people in Charleston, where I just visited in May for the first time in my life, or other places, to have a problem. We want everyone to stay safe, and we want to also celebrate all those workers who are called to serve in disaster time, let alone other times that they are called to serve. So it is a day to think about them and to, as I said, make a simple greeting card. If you joined in late, just go back and watch the video and see the little ways that I've shown that you can teach children to make a very simple card, to just say thanks, to just say, I have compassion for you, that I feel sorry when you're hurting, I feel sorry when you're sad, those types of things, because we want our children to have those hearts that reach out to in care and love to other people. That's what Jesus did. That's what we want to do. And I'm just so thankful that you're all here, and I know so many people are praying for the book release, which is good, and also for my safety and the safety of people all along the East Coast. So thank you so much, and have a great week. I'm going to be holed up here with my son, my oldest son, Michael, and his family. Some of you know him, and some of you know some of those kids. And I just think that we'll have a nice time, and we pray that God will protect us, but we know God's will prevail. So thanks so much, and as I said, have a great week.